Hey guys, all right, we are on day 6 of our SEO crash course. And today I'm excited because we're going to talk about how to drive traffic to your website. So if you are wanting Google to say that your website is something people want to see, then people need to see it. It's kind of a catch-22. Like, you want more people to see it, which means more people have to come to your website to get boosted. But I'm going to give you a couple tips on how you can do that. So for starters, again, we're going to go back to that section where we talked about website review. So make sure that before you start blasting your website everywhere, that it is ready to go, that it is mobile friendly, that it loads quickly, that everything's working on there, and that there's easy calls to action so people know what to do when they're on your site. They know how to get a hold of you. Once you know your website's good to go, it's time to start sharing it. So Google looks at how many hits your website gets on a normal basis. So you can look at this typically in Google Analytics if you have it set up. You can also look at this sometimes on the back end of your website depending on who your hosting company is. And I like to keep tabs on this just because it lets me know, if I see a drop in traffic, I can go and see why. Or if I see a spike in traffic, I can go figure out, okay, what did I do this month that would have caused that increase? And so just knowing those numbers and knowing kind of what's causing your sites to get hits is going to be helpful. So one thing I'm going to tell you to do is to share your website anywhere and everywhere you can. The number one place, obviously, being social media. That's a big one. So having your website linked on your Facebook page, your Instagram, your Twitter, whatever you're doing there is helpful. Tell your friends, have it on your personal page that you are the owner of blah, 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 whatever it is that you do. I think that as business owners, we feel like we don't want to be obnoxious and we don't want to be sharing our stuff so much that people are tired of hearing of us. But with social media these days, guys, people are only seeing about 6% of what you're posting. I'm going to say that again. People are only seeing about 6% of what you're posting. So out of your last 100 posts, 6 of them have probably been seen by people you know. And that sounds crazy. And it may be higher or lower for you, but the average is 6%. So when you feel like that you're being obnoxious because you're posting your website everywhere, you're really not, because they're not seeing it every single time. So don't feel like that you're going to be annoying by posting your stuff everywhere you go. So what I typically like to do is, going back to that section on blogging, I don't want to just be sending people to my website to send to my website. So I like to give them a reason to go to my website and stay there for a little while. So what I do is I say, okay, hey, I created this really great blog post. Go check it out. Here's a link. They go to my website. They read that blog post. And then they get to the bottom, and there's a couple of links for other places I think they should go on my website, whether it's other blog posts or other resources I have created for them. So you want to create this kind of rabbit hole effect. You want people to get to your website and then give them several things to do. So if all you're saying is go check out my website and they get there like, okay, well, I'm here, now what? Give them a reason to be on your site and stay there for a while. As women in particular are phenomenal at the rabbit hole effect. How many times have you gone online and you've clicked on something and you looked at it and you're like, oh yeah, I had to click on this, and you click on that, and the next thing you know, you don't remember how you got here in the first place. You want people to do that, but on your website. So if you say, okay, I created this great blog about 5 tips for having glowing skin on a regular basis, and you share it, all these people are coming to your website, don't just stop there. Have them have a way to contact you. Give them links to other things that they can go see and do on your site. Give them more information. Have them opt into your email list. Anything to keep them on your site and keep them so that you are now in the forefront of their minds, and you can continue to get in touch with them if you need to. So email lists are great for that, by the way. So you drive traffic to your website. Don't be afraid to do that. Get a lot of people's eyes on your website and keep them there for a while. So, all right, guys, we are down to our very last day. It's coming at you soon. I hope you've enjoyed this. I can't wait to hear the feedback of you implementing these things, and I'll see you soon.